All right. Hey guys. Your girl. What's up? Okay, let me. Okay. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction, and I share my life with you. What's up, you guys? My name is Nicole, and I'm an addict. My sobriety date is July 13th, 2015, and I will be 4 years sober in July, you guys. Hella excited. It's almost around the corner. Hey, Gunny. What's up, girl? Hey, Annie. What's up? So, you guys know I'm kind of cramping, and I thought, hey, Cindy. What's up, soul sister? Hey, Sophia. What's up, girl? Psychotic neighbor, girl. Just ignore that hoe. But I'm glad that you're here, girl. I'm glad you're here, Sophia. You know what I'm saying? Just rise above, rise above. You're doing the right thing. Just stay on track, girl. Don't give up. Don't let that psychotic neighbor take you down through there. So tonight is our Friday night medically assisted treatment support group meeting, you guys. And know if you guys are seeing my posts on the community tab, because I was like, hey guys, tonight's the medically assisted treatment support group, and I was like, what do you guys want to talk about? List some topics below, and nobody commented. Hey Dragon Lady, what's up? So I was like, maybe they didn't see it, because I know how YouTube is, you know. So is there anything you guys are struggling with lately here? I know, okay, so let me go ahead and share some updates with you guys. So, do you guys follow Dr. B? He has a channel. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I forgot all about that. Yes, you guys, if you're here, please give this video a thumbs up. It really does help me out a lot. It helps my channel to get recommended. And, yeah, so give it a thumbs up. And if you're in this live stream and you have Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, share this video on your social media platforms, please. So that way it'll get to more people, and more people will come over and join us, and we can all hang out, and it'll be like a big family, you know? Hey, Stephanie, what's up? Hey, Reaper Man. Hey, Haunted by the Truth. Thank you so much, baby. All right. Oh, wow, that's terrible, Sophia. That is terrible. Hey, Amanda, what's up, girl? So I'm gonna kind of let everybody get in. That's what I'm doing right now, Cindy. I totally had forgotten, honestly. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do something. Oh, hell. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. What to... Oh, you did? Okay, I'm going to go look right now. Hey, Tobias. What's up, Bubba? I see you changed your name. I like that. Now I know who you are. Now I get to see who you are. Who the heck is this? Hey guys, hey everybody. All right, got some crazy people coming over to the channel. Okay, so I'm gonna go look and see what you commented, so that way I can yeah. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Cindy. All right, you guys, here we go. So let's see what we got going on over here on the community tab. Thank you, Amanda, for letting me know that you commented over here, because I did not know. Okay, so Amanda commented because I asked you guys, what did you guys want to talk about tonight? Okay, so let's see. Pharmacy issues. I have a lot. Every month, something new. This month, they gave me 10 strips out of 60. So when I called back and went in, they said I picked up the whole script when I did not, and I was treated horribly and told over and over I was in the wrong. Well, eventually the filling pharmacist got it worked out, and I got my whole script. Pharmacy issues. Wow. I understand, and I have experienced those kinds of things. Okay, so let's talk about it. So one thing I can tell you guys that I do that has really helped me out a lot is I never change my pharmacy. No matter what, I go into the same pharmacy every single time, right? They only gave me 10 strips out of 60 and said, pick up the... I couldn't do anything about it. Yeah, so, you know what, Amanda? If they hadn't had... Was it because they didn't have the whole 60 on hand at that time when you went to go pick them up? I wouldn't have... Honestly, next time that happens, if you can postpone it and not get them, I would wait until they get their whole stock in. You know what I'm saying? Because we've kind of had a similar situation where they had like half of my husband's script and not the rest. And okay, sorry about that, you guys. I'm off my Wi-Fi now, so it should be a lot better. Yeah, it's about to storm here too, you guys, so I'm glad I came on early. So, okay. One thing we can do to help with that situation is always make sure that we go to the same pharmacy, okay? So that's tip number 1 that I have. And if you're going to the same pharmacy, you guys, then that's good. Because what we want to do is we want to build a relationship with our pharmacist. We want them to see us every time. They want us... What I do, you guys, and this might be too much information, but I just feel like I need to do this when I go in. I go in and I talk to my pharmacist. I tell them how I'm doing in my recovery. I talk to them about, hey, what's up, you guys? Yeah, I'm tapering down this much this time. And, you know, I even tell them about, you know, when my sobriety birthday is. And I'm so very fortunate because we have an amazing crew at our pharmacy. And I go to Kroger. Also, you know, we know everybody at the Kroger because we frequent the same Kroger and over again, right? And you know what, Amanda? I've had that happen to me at this different Kroger, so let me tell y'all a little story. So it was probably like 3 months ago. I was at another Kroger because I was working at that Kroger. And so I was like, oh, I don't want to drive over to my normal Kroger, so I'm going to see if I can fill my prescription there, right? So I brought my prescription. I had it on paper, and I went over to the desk, and I said, hey, can I fill my prescription here, right? You know, because I'm working at this store right now. And the lady didn't even look at my prescription, swear to God. She knew, I mean, maybe she glanced at it and saw that it was Suboxone. And she goes, we don't have those here. And just like, before I could even get a chance to say anything, I said, what? I said, what do you mean you don't have these here? I was like, half the United States of America is on Suboxone. Like, are you kidding me? You know, and I knew that it wasn't that they didn't have the medication there. It was that she was just being a wench. And so then I thought back and I thought, why is she treating me like this? Like, she sees me come in here and work all the time. Like, she knows. And then I thought back to when I was in my addiction. And so back in my addiction, I had went into that Kroger one day, right? And I was actually had a legit prescription for a Percocet because I had gotten into a car accident. And so I went into this Kroger one day with this prescription for Percocet. And she did the same exact thing to me that time with the Percocet. Only she took the prescription away from me and told me she wasn't going to give it back to me because it was fake, right? And so I had to have my physician call up there and tell her, like, that's not fake, it's real, right? It was so bad. Every now and then, like, I run into somebody that's like that, you know what I mean? And it's like, this is what I also think. It's not about us, you guys. I bet you money that that person who is treating you some type of way is either has somebody in their life that is an addict that they have a resentment towards, or they're just having a shitty day that day, you know? And they're taking it out on you. they're not supposed to do that. You know, I actually went up to the pharmacy manager, and I also asked a girl who is in school for pharmacy school, and I asked her, I said, do they not teach you guys a protocol on how to deal with, you know, people who are trying to get help, chronic pain patients, and also addicts who are, you know, trying to get sober and going through medically assisted treatment? Do they not teach you guys, like, how to treat people? And see, that's the thing, you guys, like, hey, Donna Marie, it doesn't take anything to treat somebody with kindness and compassion, you guys. Like, kindness and compassion is so free, right? But a lot of people, there's like this, it's like a holier than thou, judgmental attitude. I cannot stand it, you guys. It's the worst kind of person to be around, right? It's somebody who has a chip on their shoulder and feels like everybody else in the world owes them something, right? And I'm like, no, honey, not today. I don't owe you nothing. I'm working my butt off over here trying to do the right thing. I don't need you over here giving me an extra hard time. So if somebody ever does that to you at the pharmacy and they're like discriminating against you, get a manager, you guys. Because if you're in there and you're doing the right thing and you're, you know, just getting your prescription filled, you don't need to be treated like that. That's not right. You don't treat people shitty. But I'll tell you, with I've had that situation where they couldn't fill my prescription, the whole prescription, and it makes me so nervous to have that same thing happen. I won't even do it. I'm like, keep it here until you get all of it. I don't want just half of it. I want all of it at the same time, because I don't know, it makes me nervous that they can do that and then what, not give me my medication? But it shows on the bottle that how much you got filled. So always make sure before you leave the pharmacy, you guys, when you get your medication filled, that you sit right there at the desk and you count your strips or your pills and you match that number to the number on the bottle. I'm telling you guys, okay? Just do it. It might take a few extra seconds to count them all out, but it'll save your ass, okay? Count your medication before you leave. Stand right there at the desk and say, hey, you know, I'm going to count this because I need to check and make sure, you know, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I've had problems in the past, right? And I just want to make sure that, you know, everything is on the up and up, and just count it. I do it. The one time I didn't count it, you guys, I was missing like 2 pills. And I was like, I mean, they're human. It's human error, you know? Anybody can make an accident or accidentally short you, you know? So always count them. Always stick with the same pharmacist. Don't be embarrassed or ashamed that you're on Suboxone. You know, that's a life-saving medication. You know what? I've actually sat there and talked with my pharmacist, and they've asked me questions, you know, because, I mean, I'm open. I'm like, hey, is there anything you guys want to know about Suboxone? Like, and they ask me, you know, do people get high on it? Or when they come in here, you know, they seem like they're really, you know, needing their prescription. Why is it like that? And I'm like, well, because a lot of the times, you know, we're nervous that we're either not going to be able to get it filled, y'all aren't going to have it, and a lot of the times the doctors will feel you'll have 28 days worth, and then that next day you have to get it filled and you don't have a dose for that day, you know? And so I just sat down with the pharmacist and told them, you know, about, hey, this is how I take it. As long as I take it every day as prescribed, I don't get a euphoria. And we like sit there and talk about it, you know? Hey, Eric, what's up? How am I supposed to understand someone who has to take Suboxone? I'm an alcoholic. I'm not trying to discriminate. Okay, so here's the deal. You know how, okay, I'm an alcoholic too, just so you know. And so on Fridays, I always do these medically assisted treatment support groups because I'm an alcoholic and an addict, right? And so I was a drinker, a smoker, a shooter, everythinger. And I'm currently on medically assisted treatment, Suboxone, and working on tapering with my doctor. But I'm going to tell you like this. Alcohol and a drug addiction, alcohol is an addiction. You know, you're addicted to alcohol. The substance is just different. That's all. A lot of people who have been addicted to alcohol, they don't know that this is available to them, but there is a medication called antabuse, or naltrexone that you can go to your doctor and they can prescribe that to you, and it will help you to not drink. I think with the antabuse, if you try to drink on antabuse, it'll literally make you sick as a dog. And I think naltrexone helps with the cravings for the alcohol. So if you ever have, just so you know, and that helps for alcoholics. But like here, there's a whole bunch of us. Like some of us are alcoholics, some of us are addicts, some of us are both, right? And we all just come here and try to be open-minded and respect where each other are at and support each other, you know, in our recovery. And that's what the whole point of this whole group is for, you know, all of us to be able to come here. Hey, Jason, and, you know, be supportive and help each other to do better, right? If you're an alcoholic, you don't worry. You are right where you belong. Bad migraines when taking it. I've never taken just naltrexone, but Eric, I can totally understand that, you know, you might feel like, hey, I'm an alcoholic, I don't fit in here. But baby, you fit in. You are one of the family. The thing is, with alcoholism and addiction, right? Alcohol is just our cure, right? Alcohol and drugs were what we used to make ourselves feel better. The problem is it's within us, right? Is that lack of being able to cope with life on life's terms, right? And so a lot of us used drugs and alcohol to change the way we felt because we didn't feel good on the inside, right? And so, when you're here with us and, you know, you're hearing us talk about Suboxone, or we're talking about using drugs, or I'm talking about using drugs, or I'm talking about, you know, the cravings that I might have for certain things, when you hear me talk about that, think about it as with the way you feel whenever you crave alcohol. You know, a lot of the times I've had a craving for alcohol remember I told you guys about this? It wasn't the other day, it was a couple months ago. I was inside of a Mexican restaurant, right? And I was sitting there with my little boy, and I looked across the way, and this lady was drinking a margarita, you guys. I mean, it was in one of those pretty cups with the salt around the edge, and it was a frozen margarita. I mean, it looked good. And I came home after leaving. Hey, David. Hey, Ian. And I was so upset. I was in here crying, you guys, because I just like wanted to drink that damn margarita, right? And so I came on my channel and I was telling you guys about how I felt bad I felt like, damn, Nicole, really? Because I was like fantasizing about drinking that margarita. But then I looked over at my little boy, because I was eating with my little boy, my 4-year-old son. And I thought, if you drink that margarita, you're going to get into your car and you're going to drive into a brick wall and you're going to die. Or you're going to get into your car and you're going to drive down the street to the pill man's house and buy some pills. And you're going to ruin your life, right? So I played... And that has taken me a long time, you guys, to get to the point where I play that tape past what that drink would have felt like. Okay? So a lot of the times my mind wants to fantasize about the way a drink would feel on a hot summer day, or the way a pill would feel after a long day at work. My mind will go, oh, you could just relax. You know that feeling, you guys, when you do your DOC, drink or drug, after you do it, you're like, ah. That feeling, that's where my mind will go. And so instead of like letting my mind stop there where it's like where that good feeling is at, I've been trying to like practice on playing that tape past that experience to the next experience, which 9 times out of 10 is me doing something horrible and losing my shit, right? Every single time, you guys, I pick up a drink or a drug, I end up doing some bad shit, right? Eric, I'm so glad you're here, for real. And this is just like an open community. I'll kind of give you the lowdown. So I started my channel about 2 years ago because I felt kind of like I didn't fit in when I was going to AA. And listen, I love the 12 steps, okay? I am a hardcore 12-step lover, right? But when I was going around to the meetings here in my town, I loved going. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But I couldn't share openly about my experience with opiates and being on medically assisted treatment, because that's what I'm going through right now. Okay? You know, I'm sober from alcohol. I'm sober from all illicit, illegal drugs. And I'm on prescription Suboxone for opiate use dependency, right? And so I am currently working to taper off my medication, but it's a really slow taper. And so I'm thinking by December I'll be off completely. But y'all will know, because I'm going to keep you posted. But I made my channel because I kind of like felt like I couldn't talk about that stuff out in front of everybody, at least not in the AA meetings. You know what I'm saying? And so I thought, I'm going to make a MAT support group for, and this is what we do on Fridays. It's a MAT support group on Fridays, but everybody is welcome as long as you are respectful and, you know, not disrespectful towards other people's form of recovery. Stay in here with us. Okay? Then on Sundays, we do the Narcotics Anonymous basic text, like we're reading it together and like reading the chapters together and talking about them, right? Yeah, because we can't see you and it really is anonymous. Like I can't, you know, you can see me. Hey, Beck. But I can't see you. And so for all I know, your name could be Don Julio, but you say Eric Lewis, so I'm going to call you Eric, right? And so you're safe here. I'm not ever going to let anybody come in here and disrespect you. I got people in the chat who monitor the chat. I'm quick with my block hand. And so if anybody ever comes in, hey, Amanda, I will, you know, take them out real quick, you guys. So you don't ever have to worry about anybody giving you any shit in here, because I won't let it happen. But I try to keep just a positive atmosphere for all of you to come in here and just have each other's support and love, right? So that's what we do on Sundays, the Narcotics Anonymous, right? And then on Tuesdays, we do, guess what, Eric? We do the Alcoholics Anonymous Big Book Study. And we are in the middle of We Agnostics in the Big Book, okay? And so I think we stopped at, I think page 53 is where we stopped. Yeah, I got my picture in here. So Tuesday night at 7 p.m. we will start back and read the rest of the chapter, We Agnostics. And then the next chapter is chapter 5, How It Works, right? And this right here is when we really get into like the meat and potatoes of alcoholism and the 12 steps. And then, like I said, the Sunday one is more drug addiction focused. But I just share my experience, right? And so my experience is, and I'm an alcoholic and an addict. If you guys put, you know, vodka, beer, any kind of alcohol in front of me, and I was still, you know, and you said, hey, here's what I got, let's get loaded, right? I would drink till I got drunk with you. There was a time in my life where I was on probation. Okay, guys, I went to prison in 2009. Okay, and I was on probation in 2008. For a whole year, I was on probation trying to stay sober, right? And really trying to like not do drugs. And so during that time, I drank every single day, morning, noon, and night. I drank before I went to work. I drank while I was at work. I drank when I got off. And I just basically turned into a big old lush. And it was because I couldn't get high on drugs. So I was replacing the drugs with the alcohol. And I've always done that. Like if I don't have one, I'll take another, you know? And it's just been an experience for me, because if it's not alcohol or drugs, you guys, it's food. If it's not food, it's YouTube. Hey, Essence of All, how you doing, girl? If it's not YouTube, it's like working with others. That's another thing, you guys. Like addiction for me manifests itself in different areas of my life. if I'm not using drugs, I'm going to get addicted to something else, okay? So lately here, service work has been something I've been really like overdoing it in. And so a lot of times what I'll have to do, and me and my sponsor, when we were working together, we actually had the same situation where, yeah, bub.
I want something to eat.
Okay, tell your daddy about it. I'm doing a live stream.
No, my dad can't. He wants to go to sleep.
Okay, well, tell him I said I'm on a live stream.
No, just do it. I said I want something to eat.
I just made you taquitos. What do you want, baby? Do you want another burrito?
Yeah.
Do you want a bowl of cereal?
Bowl of cereal.
Okay. My addiction, you guys, will manifest itself in different areas. So like I said, I've been struggling with food addiction and addiction to service, right? Shopping, yes, shopping addiction, you guys. And so we all, so Eric, you fit in here, okay? Because like, we all are addicted to something. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, may not be drugs and alcohol. We might be sober from those, but a lot of us, it'll come up and it'll crop up in other areas of our life. And so for me, like with the shopping, you guys, oh, it used to be real bad. I've gotten a lot better. But before I met my husband, I had to file bankruptcy because, I mean, I spent about $75,000 in credit card debt alone. And it was because I was searching for something outside of myself, right? And so I would get those credit cards and I would go out and buy stuff and I would feel better for that moment. That moment when I had that new makeup or that new outfit on or that new haircut or those new shoes, that moment right then I felt good, right? But then after that, it was gone. You know, it's short-lived. And that's kind of what it's like when we're in our addiction, you guys. It's like we get that sense of relief right then when we get that drug or that drink in our hands. But then, after the drunk or drink is gone, guess what? We're left with ourselves again. How do you like that when you like been drinking all night long or you've been getting high all night long and then you wake up the next morning and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, damn, I'm still with myself. Yeah, Nate. Yes, buddy.
My truck is ready.
Okay, here's your cereal, bud.
It's ready to...
Hey, Stinkbait, how you doing? So that's the deal, you guys. Like now that we're living our lives in recovery, you guys.
My truck's ready to drive.
Okay, give me the battery. Yeah. Now that we're living our lives in recovery and we're trying to do the right thing, you guys. Now we have to like work on. Oh, hold on. We have to work on being okay with us. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, that's what will hold. I know for me, that's what kind of held me back at first because, like, I was sober and I wasn't feeling like I thought I'm sober. Why don't I feel good inside? Is it
locked in place?
Yeah. Why don't I feel good inside? And it's because I still have to learn and I still have to heal on the inside, right? Like, just because I'm sober doesn't mean I'm going to feel good. Just because I'm not using drugs, because when we take away our drugs and our alcohol, then we don't have that coping mechanism anymore. That's what drugs and alcohol were for all of us. They were the way we coped with being uncomfortable, right? Here's your spoon, buddy. Go upstairs and eat with your... Here you go. Here's your cereal. Here, take your cereal and go eat. Okay? It's right there. Don't let it get soggy, Nate. Go.
Can you open my slime?
Open your slime. No, eat your food first. Shh. Nathaniel, I will whoop you so hard. Okay.
So hard.
I'm going to a mental health therapist currently. That's good, Eric. That's good. That's awesome. Good for you. I have to go to therapy too. I love it. Seriously, you guys, if you can go to therapy, get yourself in therapy. It'll be the best experience, the best decision you ever made. Because When we are trying to get sober, you guys, at the very beginning, think about it. I was just talking to somebody on the phone about this, right? Good, Gunny. That makes me so excited to hear for you. See? It just takes time, right? Everything takes time. And as drug addicts and alcoholics, you guys, we want instant gratification, right? We're like, I want it now. I want my shit right now. I want to feel good right now. I need the money right now. I need my house. I need the lady. I need the man. I need it all right now. You know what I'm saying? And so let me just be here to tell you guys, it takes time. One day at a time, okay? Eric, the longer that you stay sober and listen, when you get sober, if you're not sober already, consistency, you just got to practice. I used to be the biggest flake. Number one flaker right here, okay? I couldn't keep a commitment for the life of me. If it was my life on the line, I would be dead 1,000 times over because I could not keep a commitment. Over the last 4 years, hey Dan, what's up, baby? I have kept my commitments. I have followed through with meetings. I have followed through with friendships. You guys, I'm telling you, consistency, but it didn't happen overnight. I practiced staying consistent one day at a time, you guys. One day at a time. Don't get overwhelmed and don't be so hard on yourself, okay? Because that's one thing that we really like to do is beat ourselves up. If you miss an appointment, okay, that's okay. All right, go back, reschedule it, call the person that you missed the appointment with, make that amends. Hey, I'm sorry I missed this appointment. It is important to me, right? I do want to make this appointment, okay? Oh, hey, Belinda. Thank you so much. I'm trying, Ian, I try to be a good human. I'm telling you. It takes time, though. Like, I wasn't a good human at first. Hey, guys, like, seriously. 4 years ago, my son was in DHS custody, okay? 4 years ago, I was just getting sober. My life was in shambles. I had nothing. I didn't even have a freaking car to drive. Okay, I didn't even really have a roof over my head. Okay, I didn't have a job. The things I have today have been over a 4-year period of time building up to those things. Okay, guys, it didn't happen quickly for me. It happened slowly, right? One day at a time. And that's right. You got to start prioritizing yourself and putting yourself first. Because that's the one thing that you got to do when you get sober, you guys, is be selfish about your recovery, right? It has to be number one. We talked about this the other day. Okay? All these other things that you want. Hey, girl, you did. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Okay, sis, we'll stay here with us. I am so proud of you. That is what's up. Good job. So that's the thing, you guys. Like, okay. With your recovery, this is the time for you to be selfish and actually put yourself first, okay? It's okay to have a bad day and to feel, like just not good on the inside. But don't let that shit take you down through there. And here's the thing. Like, I used to get super depressed, right? Me too, Tobias. I eat candy like a fool. I was just eating some candy, those little rope candies that are like chewy. Anyway, you guys, put yourself first, okay? The recovery has to be number one in your life right now, all right? If you can get other people in your life on board with you, hey, get you a crew of people behind you. Because I'm telling you right now, I need all the support I can get. Why do you think I have a YouTube channel, y'all? Because I need accountability, right? I need people to be here and to be like, hey, Nicole, where are you at? You're supposed to be on a live stream, right? Hey, Julie. Hey Dan, is it really buffering still? I'm sorry, I'll slow down. Sometimes I get to talking fast and I think the computer can't keep up with me. But you guys, for real, this is a whole crew of people right here in the channel right now that are behind you, that are cheering for you, okay? That want you to succeed. We all know what it feels like to come out of detox, okay? You stay, listen, girl, don't do it. Don't go. If you go anywhere, girl, you go to a meeting and take somebody with you who is sober, because you know what will happen if you drive yourself. You'll drive down to the dope man's house. It's just too much of a risk. Get yourself an accountability partner that will literally be with you day and night to help you, right? Minute by minute, right? Good. And listen, stay in the house for a while. Just relax, okay? I'm so glad that you went into detox. I'm so proud of you, girl. Now what you got to do is we got to get you a plan of action, okay? We got to get you a plan of action and get connected, get some people that you can talk to on a regular basis that you can check in with. Remember, I know you got my phone number. Call me, start checking in day by day. Okay, let's get a plan. Let's write down some meetings that you can go to in the morning, one at lunch, and to fill your time while you're in your early sobriety. Because here's the thing, when you're first starting out, you guys, it's really important to schedule, all right? Schedule. If you can get your, okay, so let's say you wake up, say you're a late bloomer and you don't wake up until about 10 o'clock in the morning, all right? From that time that you wake up, just schedule out those hours, you guys, okay? Schedule out those hours so that way you don't have any free time on your hands. Free time, I mean like time just wandering around, right? Time just being bored. What is that saying? The hands are the devil's playground. Idle hands are the devil's playground, right? That I'm telling you guys, one of the best things I ever did was get myself a little calendar, a little planner in early sobriety. And I had myself scheduled out hour by hour. Seriously, you guys, because that mind of ours, remember, our minds, when we don't have something keeping our mind like focused on something, right? Then our mind starts going to what? Alcohol, drugs, right? Keep your mind busy with recovery, okay? For real. Because that will, even if it's just like coming on here and doing the meetings with us, then also, you guys, I see it lagging. That's pissing me off. Hold on. Let me just sit here for a second. Okay. Okay, here's the deal, you guys. If you go on to any podcast, like SoundCloud, Stitcher, there's another podcast thing too, and type in like Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous, right? You can listen to like meetings on the podcast. It'll be like speaker meetings, right? There's some nights, you guys, when I'm laying in bed and I'll listen to speaker meetings on replay till I fall asleep. And I know that might sound like so lame, right? To somebody who's like just new. But listen, you guys, listen to me. It's time to change your priorities, right? When you get sober, you have new priorities now. Hey, Candy, I'm so glad you're here, girl. Love you. Our priorities change when we get sober, all right? So you might be thinking, oh my God, Nicole, so are you serious? You listen to meetings while you fall asleep, right? Well, yeah, you guys, because what it does is it's literally like driving recovery into my brain while I'm sleeping, right? It's like subconsciously recovery's playing over and over again in my mind. And it helps me so, so much. Recovery for me has to be the center of my life right now because that's how drugs were for me, you guys. Drugs and alcohol were my life. They were everything to me. That's what I did every single day when I got up. The first thought in my mind was how I can get high, right? Yes, from SoundCloud, Amanda. Type in Alcoholics Anonymous and it'll bring up a whole big book study on SoundCloud. I'll link it. I think I've linked it before in my community tab, but when we get off here, I'll link it again for you guys. I think I can probably find it. Dope was the center of my life for so many years, you guys. I have got to make recovery the center of my life, right? That's just what it is right now. And then I have a son, right? I journal like, that's cool. Journal, you guys. I'm telling you right now, if we put the same effort into our recovery that we put into getting high and getting drunk, then we're going to be successful. I'm telling you. Like, you will, I promise you, you will be. Okay? Damn it. Okay, I'll have to do it from my phone. And I had to get rid of my old ideas. They talk about this in the big book too, you guys. We gotta get rid of our old ideas, okay? So my old ideas were that drugs were cool, getting high was cool, getting drunk was cool. My old ideas were centered around me being like, right, the center of attention and me just being like this big party girl, right? And so my ideas have shifted now. My ideas now are, I want to be a family. I want to be the head of my family, right? I want to be, well, the head, my husband's the head, but like, I want to be the woman of the family, right? I have to make good decisions today. And so where my life used to be focused on partying and attention seeking and getting fucked up, now my life is focused on building my family and helping my son to grow and be a smart, healthy, strong young man, right? So I've had to shift my priorities and focus on building my life in a positive way. Because you guys, straight up, drugs, alcohol, that shit ain't cool. It's out of date, right? It's fucking old times, okay? Getting high and getting drunk, it's a fast way to the grave. That's all it is it's slow suicide, all right? Changing your people, places, and things, Eric, absolutely. Number one recommendation, okay? When I got out of treatment, I could have came right back to the same place. I could have moved in by the same people, kept getting high with the same people, right? Oh, you're welcome, girl. I'll see you when you come back around. Thanks for coming over. Welcome to our little community. We got a cool little family over here. But I could have went back to that same environment, you guys, and it would have just held me back for real. I had to let go of those people. It wasn't easy, you guys, okay? It wasn't easy because a lot of those people I had in my life for years, right? For years. One of the persons that was the hardest to let go of was one of my very best friends, right? I was with her through my whole addiction, basically, and she was a drug addict also, okay? But you guys, I had to stop. It hurt me so bad, I had to block her number. I had to, like, change my phone number. I had to, like, just, anytime anybody saw her, they would tell her I wasn't around. They didn't know what happened to me, right? I blocked her on Facebook because she found out that I was on Facebook and she was trying to see about my life. And it was hard, you guys, but I blocked her from everything. And I'm here to tell you guys today, she's still struggling with her addiction. And I love her and I pray for her, and I've made amends to her, and we've talked because I ran into her at my job one day. But I cannot go back to that life, and I can't even go around her because just seeing her, it triggers something inside of me. It reminds me of one of the lowest points of my life. It reminds me of losing my son. It reminds me of choosing the needle over my family. You know, that's what it reminds me of. And so it's not her fault, but I've got to move past that. I pray for her every day that one day she finds recovery and changes her life, right? But I cannot bring her to this life, because what will happen is I'm not strong enough. I'll try to go bring her over here, and she'll end up pulling me back into that life, right? Hey, Celeste, welcome. Yes, and it's so, you guys, it's hard, but I'm telling you what, you guys, it's the best decision I ever made, was to let go and to move away from those people. Okay? I love those people. I wish them the best. I want them to be okay. I want them to find sobriety, right? I really, really do, you guys. But hey, Rob, but I cannot. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That willingness to change has to be inside of you or them, right? Just like the willingness to change had to be inside of me. So many people had to let me go because I wasn't willing to change for many, many years. And I struggled, right? Right, and that's what you have to do. It's hard because we don't put ourselves first. When we're in active addiction, we're being selfish because we're getting high, but we're not treating ourselves right. We're not putting ourselves first in the sense that we're taking good care of ourselves. We're being selfish and self-seeking and hurting and harming ourselves with drugs and alcohol. This is the one time in your life where it's time to be selfish and to take care of you and to do what's best for you, so that way you can be of service to your kids and to other people in the future, right? If I don't take care of myself, I'm not going to be nothing to my son. If I don't stay sober and keep my recovery first and do my meetings here, I'm not going to be able to be my son's mother. And so that's like such an important thing for me to have you guys understand, is that 3 meetings a week here on my channel, this is my recovery time. This is the time that I have allotted to come on here and work with you guys, have you guys give me stuff back, right? Because when we're interacting, I'm reading you guys' comments, I talk to you guys on the phone, we talk in the DMs, right? This is helping me too, okay? It's not just a one-way situation. Y'all are helping me, okay? A lot. So my son knows this is mommy's time. This is how I do it. 3 hours out of a week, that's what we do. This is mommy's time, okay? Because this is how mommy helps. This helps mommy stay healthy, okay? I love you guys, and this is a back and forth relationship. You guys help me so freaking much. I wouldn't know what to do without you guys. I love my channel. I love you guys. Y'all are helping me. I was going to tell you guys. So I talked to Dr. B. He has... Eric, anytime you come over here and you hang out with us, you are family. You're in like Flint, okay? You're one of us now. You can't run off now. We're going to be looking for you. And we all remember each other because it's always the same people, and we're growing, you guys. We're growing. But you guys see each other, and we have these meetings, and you're going to get to know each other, right? Don't be ashamed, okay? Don't ever be ashamed or feel like you can't be part of, all right? Because that's just your addiction telling you that. That's your alcoholism telling you that you can't be a part of the group, or that you share too much, or that, you know, you're just an alcoholic, you're not an addict. That is what your addiction wants you to think. Your addiction, your alcoholism wants you to isolate. It wants you to pull away, right? But that's just a lie. That's a lie, because that's what our disease tells us. Our disease tells us that we don't need to be around everybody else. Hey, Celeste, welcome, girl. I'm so glad you're here. Our disease tells us we don't need to be around other people, that we don't need to have support, that we can handle this on our own. I'm here to tell you, if I could have handled it on my own, I would have been sober 10 years ago, y'all. Okay? I tried for many, many years to do this on my own, and I failed miserably every single time. Until I finally realized that I needed help. I needed people. I needed a team of people to support me in my recovery. And now that I finally realized that, you guys, dude, fuck this shit. I can't be stopped. I'm on a roll. I love my life today. I love working with other people. I love doing just anything I can to help somebody else who's struggling with a disease of addiction. I love it. It's like everything to me. So we all have to get on that same wavelength where, you know, recovery is either everything or it's nothing, okay? I'm either going to do this or I'm not, okay? Yeah, I'm a lot to take in. You'll get used to me. What, baby?
I didn't have anything to eat today.
Would you not eat your cereal? What'd you do with it, little boy?
It's soggy already.
Sophia, I'm telling you, that's how it was for me. It's like I had to hit my head on the wall about 25 times to finally realize that my way wasn't working. It happens to all of us, though. Hey, Nate, I'm gonna get up. Come on, go. I don't know why he does that to me. He climbs on my back every single time. Go, Chingity Bop.
Watch this.
You guys know Nate's birthday is next week, July 4th. He's gonna be 5 years old, y'all. 5 years old. Oh, Nate, Ian wants to see your truck.
What truck?
Your truck.
Oh.
Come show him how you drive it. Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna get it downstairs.
He's gonna go get it. Oh, I'll come up there with you.
No, stay there.
No, we're gonna.
Stay there.
I have to plug it in.
Stay there.
I have to plug my phone in, son. So I'm coming up here with you. Lord help me. Go, Nate. Stop falling.
Fell down.
Go in here, right in here. So, what, Neil?
That big Taco Bell messed my stomach up.
Yeah, right.
I've been tooting this whole
Hold
time.
on, let me put the charger on. You can see. Okay, let me put the light on too. Okay. Okay, here it is, Ian. Watch. Okay, go, boy. Hey! You see it? Dang, it's fast.
We found Spider-Man outside. It was in the grass.
Spider-Man was in the grass. Say hi to everybody, Neil.
Hi, everybody.
Dang, you just ejected a Spider-Man.
Yeah. Do I have to do more?
Celeste says, hold on. What you're saying, girl, because I just...
Do they want me to do more? Do they want me to do more?
Celeste, my sobriety birthday is July 13th, 2015.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Nate, please stop it.
That is so crazy. I'm so glad you're here. How did you find my channel? Welcome. Yeah, July 13th, 2015.
I have to show you guys one more thing.
Okay, show him one more thing. Hold on, let me put it on there. You know, Ian wants to see it. Okay, go ahead.
What do that?
Sorry, guys, my phone's not to die. Anyways,
Make it die.
I'm gonna get off here. I love you guys. I really enjoyed doing the meeting with you guys this evening. It was really, really good. Welcome to everyone who's new. Thank you so much for coming over to the channel. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up.
No, actually,
Subscribe and stick around.
Please give us 100 thumbs up, 1,900.
And tell them what else they need to do. Subscribe. Say.
Subscribe to our channel.
Goodness.
Sorry, guys.
Subscribe to our channel.
Settle down, Tourette.
Okay, guys. Subscribe to our channel. Okay, guys. I'm sorry about that. Good night. I love you guys. I see you guys tomorrow. We have a good